Gooses story. Henry hears the honking first. He circled the pond around and a half, sending up splashes of warm spring mud all over his winter coat. Henry knows the geese are coming, and then I know it too. They land in coppers and stand in threes and band together in bunches like people. Old geese, young geese, grandmas, uncles, cousins, and nieces. Each one painted in black and white and gray and brown. Some geese sit and some geese sleep. Some drink and bathe and swim and sun. Picking and nibbling, they celebrate spring all afternoon. Then Henry breaks free to take back his pond, and the Sunday geese jump for the sky. Their wings spread wider than my arms can reach. Their legs tuck under like airplane wheels. There is honking and barking and giggles from me until I see her. One goose alone. She doesn't flutter her feather or hiss at Henry. She doesn't stretch out her neck, and she doesn't fly away. Go! I shout and stamp my boots, but the goose doesn't move. She stares at us and we stare at her. First at what is right about her, and then at what is wrong. It's your foot, I whisper, and then I can't move either. My heart is thumping so loud I'm sure she can hear it. Oh, goose, I say, what happened to you? I want to stay and watch her, make sure she's alright, but I might scare her even more, and I'm scared too. So I lead Henry toward our house, to Mama and Papa inside. The next day, when I see the goose, her foot is gone. I feel the saddest I ever felt. I stand on one foot myself, fixing my eyes on the geese at the other side of the pond, losing my balance when I counted to 37. Unlucky goose, says Papa, looking away. Some kind of accident, says Mama, looking angry. For the rest of the spring, the other geese swim and the other geese nibble. They build their nests and show off their young. So they teach our babies to follow and the babies to swim, to stay away from raccoons and foxes and from the goose with one foot. I never thought geese could be so mean. Every day when I look out, I see the goose in the same place, bending over to get at the grass, balancing her weight the way ballerina would. Now even Nanny knows she is different and doesn't chase her. I want to feed her, pet her, be her friends, but Mama said I mustn't. A wild goose had to learn to live with her weakness, or she won't live at all. Try to be strong, little girl, Papa tells me, and let her be. But being strong is hard. When Mama and Papa aren't looking, I snack my goose some cracked corn. I talk to her like Mama talks to me when I'm sick, soft and quiet. I'm so sorry, Goose. Does it hurt? Don't be afraid. Then I tell her a story like Papa tells me before I go to bed. I blow her a kiss and whisper, try to be strong, little goose. One day when I look out, I don't see the goose with one foot. I run outside and there she is, over where the grass is greener, hovering on her stumpy leg, like my grandma with her cane. At it, girl, I whisper the way my teacher does when I try something hard at school. The next day, I tell her that I'm learning to swim, but it's not as hard to walk as for you, I say, and she listens. Another day, she tried to swim, slowly at first, then faster, paddling across the deserted pond, deserted except for me and Henry, cheering. If only she would fly, I tell Mama, then the other goose wouldn't think she's weak, and she would always be by herself. It's not so easy, Mama said. she'd have to push up pretty hard with one foot. Papa tells me, "Come on, Goose," I whisper. "It will be getting cold soon. How will you keep safe when the pond freezes over?" But she doesn't even try to fly. All summer long, my goose is happy to hover and nibble and drink and swim. One day, I noticed that the other geese had started swimming with her. Hooray! In the water, they look just the same, but I know they aren't. By September, it's almost time for the geese to fly south and for me to go back to school. I wonder what will happen to the goose with one foot when the others fly away. I wish she would stay, and I wish she would go, both at the same time. "Who will be your friends when I'm at school?" I asked her. One afternoon, when I get home, the geese have gone. I scattered some corn, but no one come to get it. Henry looks at me, and I look at Henry. We don't know what to think, except that our goose is gone too. All fall and winter, I think about my goose. When I'm riding the bus, I think I see her. Picking apples, I think I hear her. When I'm playing soccer, I imagine how hard it will be to learn with one foot. In November, I'm in a play at school. In January, our pond is frozen solid. And in February, Mama started tomato plants indoors. In March, Henry has begun to shed his winter coat, and Papa said I've grown 2 inches since summer. I'm the first in my family to spot the red grasses robin. The smell of onion grass is not far behind. Soon after, I feel the warm sun that turned the skating rink back into a pond. Henry hears the honking first. He circled the pond around and a half, mud sparing what's left of his winter coat. Henry knows the geese are coming, and then I know it too. They land together, a couple of geese, honking and fluffing, drinking and bathing, combing each other's feathers. One is larger than the other, his neck as thick as a fire hook when he stretches out to protect her, the goose with one foot. "It's really you, Goose," I shout. "It's really you!" For the rest of the spring, 2 geese swim and 2 geese sun. 2 geese pick and 2 geese nibble. Side by side, they're always together like Henry and me, friends. Then, one morning in May, I find a big surprise. There is the goose with one foot and 7 babies. 7 babies with 14 feet. Peeping and prancing and fluffing and following right behind their papa. I smile at the parade and especially at my goose. "Look at you," I whisper. "Look at you." So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't enjoy it, please click big thumbs up, and if you are in my channel, and if you could maybe subscribe, that would be so awesome. And bye! And be careful and be safe.